What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Tavis. Hope you're doing well, being safe, and all these good things. So, I listened to the entire discography of Dreamcatcher, and man, was it awesome. It was just so cool. It was so dope. People were telling me in the comments, to listen to their actual music aside from just the one that I saw, Rose Blue. I was thinking like, okay, maybe the tempo and the things and the vibe of the music's gonna be a little different, which I'm sure it'd have been cool because the girls are super talented in that music video that I watched. Again, I wasn't really sure what to expect. Again, I don't know, but man, was I in for it, man. Like, I listened to the entire discography. So let's just like look at it real quick. So yeah, I will listen to the entire thing, at least what's on Spotify. If there's like extra songs that are like scattered around, I know, some groups do like special things that may not be potentially, published on Spotify, which is all cool. But from what I see on Spotify, there's a lot of like mini projects and they have one full album here at the top. But I listened to every single one of these songs, even the Japanese versions, of course, which are also very, very good. Starting from like the very bottom, 2017, all the way up until 2020 with Rose Blue, man. Yes. Their music is so dope. I think the coolest thing, I like the entire discography. I mean, I'm being honest. Like, I have never like sat down and listened to an entire discography that I didn't know the artist. You know what I mean? Like, if I know the artist, I'll then listen to the discography because I probably heard the songs already. But here, starting with this very first mini project called Nightmare, only 4 songs, but Welcome to the Dream was so good. I'm not gonna go through every song, of course, but I mean all of the projects are really good. And the thing that I like the most about their like kind of like the structure of it is like how the first one is like an intro, but it's like dedicated intro sound. There is some albums back in the day to do this, where they would have just like pure sound in the beginning of intros, but all of their intros bang with Dreamcatcher. They're all so vibey. Like, you can listen to them without, because I know a lot of times you skip out on intros, right? You may not like listen to it, but even though the girls don't have any vocals on these intros, they all are so good. So it just kind of shows the feel and the love for music that the girls have, or whoever is composing it. I think that just structure, even though they're all like tiny albums, and I flew through them pretty quickly, but not really because they're small, but more because they're just really enjoyable. They kind of got to the point and really kind of like got you ensnared from the very beginning. But of course, this is the order I listened to. So what I did was I had made 2 playlists, so I kind of like listened to it all throughout the first time, and I made this playlist called Insomnia. I just added kind of like the ones that kind of like caught my ear, or I had to listen to it a couple times. And this is like no particular order, but I'm not going to pause it here because what I did was I took this and I then condensed that down to an even shorter list. So all the songs, and I have more songs that I added to like my actual library, but here are just the songs that I kind of like added to like the first like kind of cut, so obviously no intros here and stuff like that. But then, so obviously you have all the good songs here. I think Jazz Bar is a good one I didn't bring over. And then like Polaris, and again, like some of these songs may like cross over when I like listen to it a couple times, but different tastes for different folks. But I think again, all the songs that Dreamcatcher make are just so good. And then kind of going to like my last kind of like list that I kind of made. Red Sun is very good. I love that song. In the Frozen. Whew. And the Frozen just has this vibe, man. Like, I love just like vocal prominence, of course, and then obviously sound flips and sound tempo switches. Like, I love that a lot. And then Silent Night, Sleepwalking, Tension, Pretty, Diamond, Good Night, Daybreak, and There Is No One Left. Fly High, Wake Up, Chase Me, and Scream. So those are kind of the ones that I kind of like added, and I really enjoyed them a lot. I think my favorite song, though, that I definitely liked a lot, drum roll, is Red Sun and In the Frozen. I love those 2 songs like so much, and Silent Night. The highest like kind of like banger song kind of like that I liked is kind of like Wake Up and Fly High. I like those 2, and then Chase Me. And I think they're all again, it's just those are kind of like the songs that kind of like really stuck out to me. But Dreamcatcher, very good. So last part we're gonna do about the video, and you kind of like see this like kind of like a shot of like what my final was, and then again here was like kind of like what I picked for like right out the gate. I definitely liked a lot of the songs. I kind of like the way that they kind of like melded together. It was really cool and seamless. I love the music that these girls make. One thing I did notice is how like a lot of it's like people were saying how like it's really like J-rock heavy, our influence, and I could definitely see that. I think that's why I kind of like I vibe with it a lot. But I think the things that make it a lot more special is like the rap parts. I think that's really cool that they added in there. They don't just kind of like stick to like one sound, like they have like a bass kind of like rock sound, but then they kind of have like synths, and then they have other tempo switches, and then they have a lot of times where the music kind of flows by itself, which I think is really cool. K-pop music has a lot of those breaks, or dance breaks people like to call them. So but man, they're just they're just really, really good. But I haven't seen any music videos yet. So if you guys, what you guys want to do is, if you want to do this for me, kind of like tell me like which one is like you guys want me to like react to, and then whichever one has like the most thumbs up or the most commented one or whatever, I'll react to that one. I can't wait to see some of their concerts and stuff. I've literally haven't looked at any concerts or any music videos because I wanted to kind of like show them here on the tube. I definitely was edging to watch some because when I was listening to the discography, I was getting pretty lit. Dami's a very good rapper. I think she fills out the group very, very well. She has a swagger about her, and I really love to see that. I'm a big rap fan. I love it, especially here in the States, of course, but I think she can definitely show out. And on the songs, she was doing very, very good. She had nice switches, and she blends in with the girls very, very well, in my opinion. Han Dong, she was actually in Youth With You. She was one of the more underrated trainees. I liked her a lot in the show. I think she didn't kind of get the proper the justice she deserved. She was really underrated, in my opinion. That's a whole nother story for another day. If you guys didn't know, my channel was based off of Youth With You, kind of like in the beginning of the year, but obviously I'm more expanding my horizons now. But her being underrated and Youth With You, 100% agree. I think there's a lot of girls that were underrated, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. It's a whole nother video for another day. That's been your video. Whatever video you guys want me to watch or to look at, let me know in the comments. I'm just gonna look at more of these pictures of these girls, get to know them a little bit more. But whatever my first experience is seeing them on stage, aside from Rose Blue, I'll watch it with you guys, of course, and then I'll kind of like watch all of them probably right after that. Ooh, she likes Baby Metal, GU. I love to see that. Baby Metal, love to see it. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment the video, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have good vibes, take care of each other, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. 다가오지 마.